Hello my dear students, let us solve some of the numericals on this vertical stress distribution. Let us take this example. Find the intensity of vertical pressure and horizontal shear stress at a point 4 meter directly below a 20 kilonewton point load acting at a horizontal ground surface. What will be the vertical pressure and shear stress at a point 2 meter horizontally away from the axis of loading but at the same depth of 4 meter. Okay, here it is asked to find both vertical pressure as well as horizontal shear stress. Okay, there are two conditions. One is at a point 4 meter directly below a 20 kilonewton. This 4 meter, that is nothing but Z. Okay, that is vertical distance 4 meter directly below load. 20 kilonewton load means there is no R. The load is acting, that point you have to find the vertical stress. Where there is a load, there only you have to find vertical stress. So that case R becomes 0. Next case, what will be the vertical pressure and shear stress at a point 2 meter horizontally away from the axis of loading but at the same depth of 4 meter. So Z is equal to 4 meter, second condition, but here R is also, you have to consider it as 2 meter. Okay, so first case R equal to 0, Z is equal to 4 meter. Second case R is equal to 2 meter and Z equal to 4 meter. There are two methods. One is directly you can use that Boussinesq equation, this one, or second method is you can write in terms of KB. If you have the table, you can use the R by Z ratio and find KB value. Once if you KB value, can use this equation and find what is sigma Z. But in the exam, what happens? Suppose if there is no table is given to you all, so you cannot depend on this formula, so better to solve using this formula only. Okay, just remember this formula for the vertical stress under the point load. Okay, so this is the formula. Sigma Z is equal to 3Q divided by 2 pi Z square into 1 divided by 1 plus R divided by Z whole square to the power 5 by 2. Substitute, direct substitution. 3 into Q is 20 divided by 2 into pi into Z square. Z square is 4 square, and here this term becomes 0. Why? R equal to 0. This is 0, so this term becomes 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 1 to the power 5 by 2 is equal to 1. So only this term will be there. So when you simplify this, you get 0.597 kilonewton per meter square. This is vertical stress. Now it is asked to find horizontal shear stress also. For that, this is the formula. 3QR divided by 2 pi Z cube into 1 divided by 1 plus R divided by Z whole square to the power 5 by 2. Here this is equal to 0. Why? R equal to 0. So this term becomes 0. So entire this term becomes 0. So the horizontal shear stress under the load is equal to 0. Okay, suppose if you have the table, you have the R by Z ratio, that is equal to 0 here, because R equal to 0, then KB value for 0 is 0.4775. So sigma Z is equal to KB into Q divided by Z square. KB is 0.4775 into Q. Q is 20 divided by 4 square. So same answer you get. Any method you can use. Okay, only you can remember for 0 the value is this, but for the different R by Z ratio it is difficult to remember the values. If the table is given, well and good, otherwise you have to do using this method only. Okay, next case B. R is equal to 2 meter here, because it is asked to find vertical pressure and shear stress at a point 2 meter horizontally away from the axis of the loading. So R equal to 2 meter and Z equal to 4 meter. So R by Z ratio is 0.5 here. Okay, now I use this formula only. Sigma z is equal to 3q divided by this equation. Okay, so what is that? 3 into q is 20 divided by 2 pi z square 4 square into 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5. This r by z is 0.5, so 0.5 square to the power 5 by 2, you get 0.342 kilonewton per meter square. Now tau r z, that is nothing but shear stress. Again use this formula for that. 3q divided by 2 pi r z square divided by r square plus z square to the power 5 by 2, or this formula, anything you can use. Suppose if I use this formula here, substitute all the values, we get 0.471 kilonewton per meter square. Other method is kb. Based on that table, r by z ratio is 0.5. For kb 0.5, the value is 0.2733. Based on this value, r by z is 0.5 now. That is r by z is 0.5, that is 0.2733. Okay, so 0.2733. Substitute sigma z is equal to kb into q divided by z square. Direct substitution, you get 0.342. Similarly, for shear stress, you have to use this formula, or you can use this formula also, that is tau gamma z is equal to sigma z into r divided by z. So this value also, this formula also you can use, or this formula, any formula you can use to find horizontal shear stress. Okay, so you get 0.17 kilonewton per meter square. Like this, you can find what is the vertical stress exactly under the load, and also at a distance of 2 meters from the load, axis of the load. Okay, let us take one more example. A concentrated load of 1000 kilonewton is applied at the ground surface. Compute the vertical pressure at first case at a depth of 4 meter below the load at a distance of 3 meter at the same depth. Use Boussinesq equation. So here also both the methods are shown here. This is based on the table q divided by z square into ib. In some textbooks they have given ib also instead of kb. Anything you can write, okay, kb or ib, it is fine. Now I use this method because otherwise we have to get what is ib value based on the table. So direct substitution, first case r equal to 0 because at a depth of 4 meter below the load, so z is 4, r is equal to 0. Substitute, you get 30 kilonewton per meter square. Next case, at a distance of 3 meter at the same depth, so r is 3, z is equal to 4. Substitute in this equation, you get 9.8 kilonewton per meter square. Here only asked to find vertical pressure, so no need to draw or no need to find what is horizontal shear stress. Okay, so very simple, direct substitution, only you have to remember the formula. Okay, let us take one more example. A concentrated load of 22.5 kilonewton acts on the surface of a homogeneous soil mass of large extent. Find the stress intensity at a depth of 15 meter and also directly under the load. Okay, find the stress intensity at a depth of 15 meter under the direct load and also at a horizontal distance 7.5 meter. Use Boussinesq equation. So same method, same formula you have to use, and r is equal to 0 first case and z is equal to 15 meter. Next case, r equal to 7.5 and z is equal to 15. Okay, so first let us consider under the load, that is r equal to 0. So this ratio is 0. So if you use that formula, sigma z is equal to, use this formula, you get 47.75. Next case is at a horizontal distance of 7.5 meter. R is 7.5 meter, Z is equal to 15. So R by Z ratio is 7.5 divided by 15, that is equal to 0.5. Okay, I directly use this formula. This formula is rewritten, the same formula only, it is written in the different way. That's it. Okay, you get this answer. I hope all of you understood. Now I'll take this problem. I have told while explaining the vertical stress on vertical plane. Now see here, prove that maximum vertical stress on a vertical line at a constant radial distance r from the axis of the vertical load is induced at the point of intersection of the vertical line with a radial line at beta is 39 degree 15 radians from the point of application of concentrated load. What will be the value of shear stress at the point? Hence or otherwise find the maximum vertical stress on a line situated at r is equal to 2 meter from the axis of the concentrated load of value 20 kilonewton. Here, while I've told, I'll explain this how this beta value is 39.15 degree. Now let us see that how we get that value. Okay, we have this equation, right? Sigma z is equal to either this or this, anything you can use. I'll use now this equation. Okay, 3q divided by 2 pi into z cube divided by x square plus r square to the power 5 by 2. Now, for the maximum value of sigma z, where r is constant, differentiate this equation with respect to z and equate it to 0. So, differentiate this equation. How it is? D into sigma z divided by dz with respect to z. So, that is constant 3q divided by 2 pi. Now, use which formula for the differentiation? Quotient rule you can apply. So what is that? Now here 3z square, differentiation of z cube is 3z square into this that is x square plus r square. R square is same, x square. Here differentiation is with respect to z, so it becomes z square to the power 5 by 2 minus z cube into this differentiation of this, that is z square plus r square to the power 3 by 2 into 2z. Okay, this divided by z square plus r square. Why this z square? Because it is differentiation with respect to z, so x has to be replaced by z, so that is equal to 0. Simplify this and you get z is equal to square root of 3 divided by 2r, that is nothing but equal to 1.225 r. So r by z is equal to square root of 2 by 3, that is equal to 1 divided by 1.225, that is equal to 0.817. That's why while I explaining the theory of vertical stress distribution on the vertical plane, I have considered z is equal to 1.225 and also that ratio is 0.817, and I told that maximum sigma z that will be occur the intersection point of radial line and the vertical plane. So now this is equal to 0.817, that is equal to tan beta. So tan beta is equal to 0.817. So beta is equal to tan inverse of 0.817, that is equal to 39 degree 15 radians. Now let us substitute this value r by z or z value in the equation, previous equation. We get in this equation 3q divided by 2 pi and this is r divided by z square. So you get, when you simplify, you get 0.0888 q divided by r square. Okay, this is for vertical stress. Similarly, shear stress also you can calculate. This is the formula. Substitute what is r by z ratio. Substitute 2 by 3. You get, simplify and you get 0.0725 into q divided by r square. Okay. Okay, now in the second case, what it is asked to find when R is equal to 2 meter and Q is equal to 20 kilonewton. Here in this problem it is asked R is equal to 2 and Q is equal to 20. So substitute in this equation for first sigma stress, vertical stress. So substitute 0.088 into Q is 20 divided by 4, we get 0.444. Similarly for shear stress, substitute in this equation, you get this